It's Monday, June 3. Here's what's making the news today. First up, scores of Guyanese living in the New York tri-state area paid tribute to the Golden Arrowhead as it was hoisted at the Preston Court, Brooklyn, New York at a grand flag-raising ceremony on Sunday. Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu and his wife Sita Nagamutu attended the celebrations.
The occasion, which was preceded by a parade, was held to celebrate Guyana's 53rd independence anniversary. The atmosphere was flooded with expressions of solidarity and loyalty to the country by members of the diaspora who donned national colors.
My wife and I are very pleased to be with you today to join in your observance of our country's independence. Wherever we are, wherever we have gone, we're one Guyanese people.
Prime Minister Nagamutu explained why Guyanese must know their history.
When we celebrate the independence of our country, we must realize that our foreparents made sacrifices. They paid the supreme price for winning this freedom. And so it does not matter where you are. You're Guyanese. You're patriots.
Guyanese, he added, have to celebrate the fact that they have escaped the dark era of oppression and want.
Guyana is on the right track. We are moving forward. And that's the only leap we must do right now, is to move our country forward, make sure it is safe, make sure that it is secure, make sure it is strong. We are on the cusp, the very eve of becoming one of the wealthiest countries in the world.
Mrs. Nagamutu also wished the diaspora a happy independence while encouraging them not to look back anymore. Also present at the celebrations were members of the diplomatic corps, including Guyana's ambassador to the United Nations, Michael Tenpow, and Consul General to New York City, Barbara Attlee. Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu, who represented President David Granger, performed the duty of Grand Marshal of the parade and the military procession. For InfoHub, Rebecca Ganesh.
In another show of its commitment to the well-being of all Guyanese, government has delivered homes to 25 Seaby Region 1 families, and a young mother of 4 is overwhelmed.
Melrose Bennett, a 23-year-old mother of 4 children residing in the Seaby village, is elated to be the owner of a new 3-bedroom home, which was made possible through the Hinterland housing program.
I went to the mother then, in a whole set away, one set away in a house, plenty, nearly 20 away, and I feel so happy I get my own house now, and I'm comfortable by myself.
Bennett is one of 25 families in Seaby that received homes under the housing program. InfoHub also spoke with Waveney Benjamin, a single mother of 6 who has been occupying one of the houses for almost 2 years.
I feel happy because at least it's comfortable, and where I've been living is very, not been nice. House been a river breakdown, and so when this thing came up, I feel happy about it, and I feel happy about my home, and I strive to take care of it.
The project was launched in Seaby in 2016. According to the Minister of State, Don Hastings-Williams, the program was aimed to improve the livability of low-income families.
Today, I am proud to inform you that as a government, we have delivered 25 completed houses at Seaby. And the last visit I made, I walked around to see, and I was able to see at least 3 of the houses people were occupying. They now have comfortable 3-bedroom houses with an outpost and a source of water supply.
Minister Hastings-Williams, along with Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs Sidney Allicock, visited the village on Saturday last and handed over farming tools and funding for purchasing seeds for planting. Minister Alikak noted that apart from the housing program, the government is looking to support community projects that will create jobs for the residents.
The government is ready to partner with you. We can't do it all, neither could you do it all. But together, I think we could do it.
The pilot Hinterland housing program concluded in 2015, and due to its success, the government decided to have it continued until 2019 at a cost of more than $600 million. Sonika Thorne, InfoHub.
Residents of Diamond East Bank Demerara are closer to benefiting from a $2 billion water treatment plant, which is presently 77% completed. A team from the Guyana Water Incorporated and the Inter-American Development Bank recently toured the facility to get a first-hand look at the works completed thus far.
Residents of Diamond expressed appreciation for the water treatment plant. A vendor and taxi driver at Diamond Market shared their thoughts.
We're going to get a better standard of the water, and that is good because right now it's by bottled water. So if the standard is improved better than what it is now, I won't have to buy water.
Yeah, it got benefit because I tell you the water has come really dirty and it don't filter too good and purify, Yeah, it got benefit, man.
As the $2 billion facility nears its December 2020 deadline, 77% of works are already completed. Minister of Communities Ronald Balkan praised the significant input of resources into the vital project.
In this regard, I believe it is well accepted that apart from a roof over our heads, that the provision of pure water is one of the basic requirements and necessities for dignified living. So in this regard, this administration is resolutely committed to providing this vital ingredient.
Some 30,000 people stand to benefit from the water treatment plant. According to the Managing Director of GWI, Dr. Van West Charles, the water treatment plant will allow GWI to save approximately $25 million per year due to a reduced need to use chemicals to treat the water. The facility will also lead to approximately $1.2 million in energy savings. The Managing Director also touched on plans for the Hinterland region.
The Ministry of Communities and GWI are seeking to move aggressively to look at the issue of access in the hinterland communities.
Meanwhile, Executive Director within the Inter-American Development Bank, Selwyn Hart, praised the IDB projects within Guyana and said the team's intention was to listen, learn, and to understand the context of Guyana's development and to gain insight into the challenges and opportunities in Guyana. With funding to be secured later this year, plans are also in stream to further remove lead from the water supply in Georgetown and Bartica. The Diamond Water Treatment Plant is one of 3 funded by the IDB and the European Union. The other 2 are located in Region 6 and Region 3 and collectively cost $6.6 billion with a December 2020 deadline in sight. These plants help the government of Guyana to achieve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 6, which aims to ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Reporting from the soon-to-be-completed Diamond Water Treatment Plant, with videographer Kareem Peters, Shaquille Bourne for InfoHub.
The National Drainage and Irrigation Authority has cleaned several main drainage canals around Georgetown as it continues to collaborate with the Georgetown Mayor and City Council.
Along with the main drains, we'll also look at the sluices, the outfall channels, the pumps. We have the mobile pumps, and in Georgetown we have at least 2 fixed pump stations, anything to do with the main drainage system.
Chief Executive Officer NDIA Frederick Flatts. The authority has already cleaned more than 70 kilometers of main drains around the city by both mechanical and manual means.
The NDIA strategy is to clean the channels mechanically and then maintain them throughout the year by a monthly manual cleaning. In terms of the mechanical cleaning, we have already signed contracts totaling approximately $62 million for the excavation of most of the channels, and also about $92 million for the manual monthly cleaning. That cost that I gave there is for the entire year.
With the use of this clean and maintain method, the authority will not be bustling to clean during the rainy season, but will be ready at all times for the rains. The NDIA CEO made a plea to the residents of Georgetown.
We would like citizens to do their part. First, they should observe that a lot of works are going on. Some of the main things that citizens can do would be to desist from disposing their solid waste into the channels. It will cost us a lot of problems and sometimes money. Apart from aesthetics, it's really a costly thing when we seek to dispose of our garbage in an irresponsible way.
Reporting for InfoHub, Nikosi Bruce.
Are you ready to embark on a truly epic adventure to an undiscovered corner of South America, where some of the most spectacular natural attractions are unveiled within a beautifully diverse landscape? From the wetlands and savannas to the ancient mountains, magnificent waterways and lush enriching rainforest would provide a vast playground for some of the most exotic and breathtaking creatures on the planet, including many of the world's giant species. This untouched land of mystery and wonder serves up an exclusive experience for travelers. So are you ready for a new, awe-inspiring adventure? Welcome back to nature. Welcome to Guyana.
The Guyana Public Service Union came in for high praises for the transformational work it has done in the lives of workers as it celebrates 96 years in existence. Minister of Public Service Tabitha Sarabohali, during a brunch hosted in the union's honor on Sunday at the Buridi Benab State House, noted that the GPSU has withstood efforts to diminish its power.
For almost 1 century, the Guyana Public Service Union has championed the rights of workers, forging new relationships, enhancing services, and devising new and improved mechanisms in dispute resolutions. After 96 years, the Guyana Public Service Union has withstood good and bad years. The birth of trade unions in Guyana and throughout the region came as a result of united action by the workers, after recognizing their well-being was not being addressed by those in authority.
The Public Service Minister expressed that while questions of importance and relevance of trade unions in the 21st century have arisen, it is her hope that workers in both the public and private sectors recognize that having a union which looks after the welfare of its members is necessary. She highlighted that while there have been a few hiccups, it is the coalition government's perspective that unions are necessary in the advancement of the public service.
The administration is serious about implementing reforms that will create a brand new public service, one which is characterized by fairness, equality, responsiveness, reliability, and efficiency.
This, Sarabohali said, is evident as recommendations made by the Commission of Inquiry geared at improving working conditions and other factors which influence the work of public servants are already being implemented by the government. Great news in a momentous move by the Ministry of Education. 80 more young mothers have returned to school. The adolescent mothers are now enlisted to complete courses in general cosmetology or elementary cake and pastry making at the Carnegie School of Home Economics.
This is the second move of this nature by the Education Ministry. It follows the reintegration of several mothers last year at the same institution. Delivering remarks at the beginning of the program on Friday last, Minister of Education Dr. Nicolette Henry reiterated her personal and professional commitment to seeing women and girls attain greater socioeconomic mobility and empowerment.
Being here this afternoon is a demonstration of the commitment to education and development of our people by this government.
The courses will be fully funded by the Government of Guyana through the Ministry of Education. The ministry is also supporting transportation to and from school for the students, along with provision of free daycare services for their children.
We have started on a journey that can only result in your personal development and the betterment of you. As a government and as Minister of Education, when we say a good life for all, no person should be left behind.
The APNU plus ALC government remains steadfast in its commitment to the socio-economic development of women and girls through transformative approaches. In 2017, the ministry under the leadership of Dr. Henry lobbied for an unprecedented legislative policy to be drafted and passed to allow formal and technical vocational education for adolescent mothers. Letitia Isaacs for InfoHub.
That's all for today. Connect with us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and YouTube. Much more news is on our website, dpi.gov.gy. And pop over to Instagram for the latest photo updates at DPI Guyana. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Goodbye.